and those people they say are more positive or more whatever, and some people are real positive and they die of cancer.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So how much? So what I want to know is,
I think it's the truth of the belief in your heart. Like you can try to trick yourself into believing something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you really don't, like, I be doing that shit sometimes. I'll be like gambling, for instance, right? So I'll be like, I'm about to go gamble, but I think I'm going to win. But deep down, I'm like, I'm probably going to lose my damn money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can try to trick yourself.
It's almost like layers of our truth, right?
Yeah.
Right? And so that's the thing. That's the thing that gets me, is because I could believe something on a one level, but underneath all that, if I have
that doubt, that shredded doubt.
There's a doubt. So I can have this great self-esteem on one level.
Yep.
But really underneath, I'm like, I'm going to fucking
You can try to talk yourself out of it, but you know deep down in your heart that you know. Like,
right, because there's another layer. There's this other big layer there.
Big layer of things, yeah.
Yeah, because and I'm not sure, like, how do you turn, like, you have this one belief, but then underneath you might have this really, like, and we could go with self-esteem. Sometimes you have self-esteem, but then underneath there's this, no, you're not going to win.
I mean, do you think that? I mean, I think a lot of belief becomes reality when enough people believe it, and you can make yourself believe something that's not true, and you could really like, for instance, what about, okay, let's take, and I'm not trying to make it fun of anybody, but like, what about people that are, what do you call that, bulimic?
Yes.
People that are really, really skinny, right? But they look at themselves and they really believe. They really believe that they're they're fat.
Yes.
Like, even though they're really physically not.
Yes, I've had that. So
like, but like, it's like an actual belief that starts in your brain. So therefore, it starts in your brain, and then you're thinking this, and now it's like, this is where you're at. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's your perception, and your perception, if that's what you see, how much truth is that, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but that's what I'm saying.
So what is
like,
truth then? So you can go back and go, well, what is truth? Because if truth is only your perception of truth, and we're watching the particles go through the slits.
That's back to the slits thing.
Right, but here's the thing. My truth is they split up and they form this pattern on the wall. Your truth might be they split up.
Well, that's the thing, right? But that's the thing, right? But that's the thing. It's
but what if they're both proven?
Well, both things, because that's the telephone game. Like, people say one, or people like you say, people. There's many people. Like, you can take 5 people, and those same people can have the same experience, but their recollection will be totally different.
Totally different.
And like, people will look at a cloud. You got the people that will look at a cloud. All these people that will look at a cloud, and they'll see a totally different thing. Completely different thing than what. So how do you explain that? Like, it's all about reality. At the end of the day, comes down to perception. But there are certain physical laws of reality that are not up to debate for me, and that comes back to what we were saying about matter. Like, people can say, "Oh, reality is a form of perception. Reality is a form of perception." True, but if I don't know that the brick exists and the fucking brick falls from the sky and hits me in my skull and I don't see it, that shit is not gonna pass through my head because I don't believe that it's there. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So there's certain physical laws on this plane of existence that we abide by that I don't think are up for debate to me. But once again, reality is a matter of perception, and it goes back to what we were saying about Jesus Christ. It's really insignificant in the grand scheme of human history whether or not Jesus Christ really existed or not.
Right.
Why? Because so many people believe that he existed and lived their life based on his existence, it doesn't really matter. He is real because of that.
Right, right.
You get almost like, and I'm not trying to compare.
Here's a good question.
Go ahead, what's the question?
Is manifesting something playing God, and then if it happens, is it God's will? Oh,
that's it. Read the question again.
Good question, Corey. Is manifesting something playing God? And then if it happens, is it God's will?
I think that there's 2 sides of the fence. I think there's a side of the fence of people that try to play God too much with the human cloning and with human cloning and things of that nature. And then I think that there's a side of people that are so religiously constricted that anything that they do, they feel is playing God. You get what I'm saying? Like, I grew up most of my life as a Muslim, and in Islam, even though I don't necessarily completely agree with all the tenets of it, even though that would, I guess, make me a kafir to certain people. But, go fuck yourself. This is my show. I can say what I want to say.
It's not your religion, nigga.
Well, I grew up predominantly, Islamic, Muslim, and I grew up around a lot of 5%ers, you know what I mean? And I would be considered a kafir, a non-believer by some people by stating this, but I don't agree with the whole thing about not being able to depict art. Like, and if you're really like a real stringent Muslim, you're not supposed to depict anything that's living because that's playing God. That's why the counter effect of that is calligraphy. The reason why calligraphy is so advanced is because many Muslim people have had to express artistic value without making anything living.
Right.
So that's why you'll see calligraphy and you'll see Bismillah, Allah Rahim, Allahu Akbar. You'll see like different things like that written in like beautiful, intricate, ornate things. But it won't be but you won't see a depiction of a bird or a person, because to draw something that is living in Islam is to play God. I don't believe in that. I believe that artistic expression is a gift from God, which would put me at difference with a good amount of Muslims if they're watching.
Okay, so but let's get back to the point, because we got another question.
But that ties into what you're saying about manifesting. I believe
manifesting. But is it God's will if it becomes manifested?
How are we as mortals?
Prove that He did not.
How are we as mortals to determine what is God's will and what is not God's will? And what is God's will?
What is God?
I think what's God's will is individual.
If we can manifest it.
I think it's individual.
And can we manifest?
Yeah, well, I think it's an individual thing. I don't think it's a across the board thing. I don't think that God's will is this across the board stringent list of things. I think that everybody is judged on their experience, and we all have a different purpose in life. So how could a servant and a king have the same intention of God's will? How could a slave and a king have the same intention?
Yeah, but we're talking, well, if you remember the shepherd and the...
Now we're getting into parables and things but what I'm saying is that
the shepherd
if I'm a man trying to find my righteousness, as opposed to a man who is enlightened, how can God's will be the same exact for those two people? I think everybody's journey is different, is what I'm saying. So for us to
but technically they're not different, because they're both heading toward the same direction.
I agree we have the same destination, but our ways to get there is not the same. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Are you going home tonight?
Yes.
Am I going home tonight?
Yes.
Are we going to go the same exact way?
Not unless we walk together.
So is it God's will? Is it God's will that we travel? I mean, like, is it God's will? Like, what exactly? You get what I'm trying to say? Like I believe. I don't believe in like predestination in the sense that every single thing of your life is mapped out. I think that there is a direction you're supposed to go in, and I think it's like one of those books. You remember those books when you were kids, and like it's like there was only like a few different endings, but you had to choose. Like, all right, you're gonna go choose this page to go left or go right.
Yeah, it's like the mystery.
I think it's like that. Yeah. So to answer the question, from my opinion on the whole manifesting, I don't think that manifesting makes you trying to be God. You know what I mean? It all depends on who you ask, though. If you ask a 5%er. They want to manifest because they perceive themselves as a piece of God and as God and God of their realm. So manifesting is just part of everyday mathematics and kicking a cipher. Not to somebody who's highly religious now. Anything that it all appears to be a creation is playing God. So therefore, is me creating my daughter? Is that me playing God? Is me creating the show or the team?
Or is that God's will of your daughter?
That's a thing that I think we're never going to have an answer for, because unless somebody knows God and hangs out with him on a regular basis, I don't really think that we could state.
Someone says we can manifest things, but it's not necessarily God's will. So you can actually be successful at something, and it may not be God's will.
I don't think that.
Of course not, because you can do some evil shit and be successful.
Yeah. Look at them. Some of the most successful people are evil. Some of the most successful
that's not
people,
God's will, but you manifested it.
Some of the most successful people are fucking children. You know what I'm saying? Like, so wait, that's not God's will.
How do you know it's not God's will for you to go through that?
To get where you need to be.
To get somewhere else. Maybe you need to do that.
I think that's
and not just for you, for the other people around you, right?
I think it's an endless debate, and I think it's all individual. That's why I've never tried to make a broad statement on it, because I think it's an individual thing. Just like everybody is trying to get to the right destination in their life and at the end of their life, right? but we all have a different perception of what the right way to do it is. And we're all, I think that the whole manifestation part gets a little blurred because we're always passing judgment on each other.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
and
everybody wants to own
right?
God. Everybody wants to own God. More people have been killed in the name of God than killed in the name of Satan.
Yeah.
How is that? This because we've tried to take ownership of something that we don't even understand ourselves. And to connect it to the manifestation thing.
People have a hard time admitting they don't know. Just say you don't know.
Yeah, it's okay to say you don't fucking know.
If you don't believe it, it's cool. You can move on, but you just can't do that.
It's all right. I don't fucking know. Hey, what about this life-changing
Guys,
thing?
we don't know.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
We don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know.
We feel really good talking about it.
So everybody tuning in, I just want to say shout out to everybody tuning in.
Yet.
We got over here.
Hi, Mark.
Hi,
Colleen.
That's a video.
Everybody tune in on the Facebook stream. Make sure you go to the website and tune into the actual stream, the real stream, www.uzd.world, not a .com, not a .net. We are a global movement brought to you by the Universal Collective and the Woo Worldwide DJ Coalition. You know what I mean? You probably can't see it because it's backwards.
Your back is...
That's official gear, brother.
There.
Official. If y'all tuned in on the Facebook, well, I'm going to put the website because I would hope that y'all would go onto the actual website and watch the actual episode. I'm going to put the website right here.
How do you do that?
What? How do you do what?
I guess I have to...
Would do what?
What you're doing. Universal.
To put it into the comments?
Yeah.
I can show you how to do it. Let me see your phone real quick. Just stick with us, rock with us. We got Mal G and the crew in the building. We got Mike Boston on his way, late like usual. He's on Mike Boston's on Colored People time.
He's on Southern time.
He's on Colored People Boston time right now.
We didn't really...
No, he's on cut. You know what's worse than Colored People time?
What? I thought...
Cape Verdean time. Oh my God.
Is it like... It's got to be the hot weather that keeps
Cape Verdean time is the worst. So me and wifey have a policy. If we get invited to a Cape Verdean birthday party, we go an hour and a half minimum late because we've gone half an hour late before and been the only motherfuckers there. The only motherfuckers there.
We got any Cape Verdeans in the building? The door upstairs? Yeah.
www.uzd.world, and we're about to go live right now. If you're watching the stream right now, you can check out the very, very dope video by Mal G, Giuliani. Check that joint out, you know what I'm saying? We'll also be posting it on the page later for all you Facebook streamers. Make sure you go to the actual website so you get the real content, you get the videos, you get the full room, and you don't have to look at my ugly ass face just through my phone. Or, well, I wouldn't call you as ugly, exactly. I wouldn't say that. Exactly.
That's because you're a gentleman.
It's because I'm a gentleman. What's the countdown time we got on that Mal G video? 15 seconds? 15 seconds, and then we are going live. I'm going to stop with the reintroduction. If y'all been already paying attention, you have to deal with it again. I am so sorry for that.
This is Cash.
3, 2.
We're live.
Yo. What up? Welcome to the Chopp Shop.
What up, y'all?
A beautiful February.
Beautiful.
Thursday night.
February.
Thursday night.
Week before Valentine's.
Black History Month. I'm your host, Cash. My host, Nobby Reality on the right. You got Mega Beth on the far right.
Mega Beth.
We got our professional photographer, James, in the building because we got some special guests in the building.
Yeah. He's been away at a nudist retreat for the last weeks. We haven't seen him. He hasn't been around.
Yeah, we haven't seen him for too long. Chopp Shop Radio.
We got Showcast on the board as usual. So give him the third.
We are brought to you by the Universal Collective and the Wu-Tang Worldwide DJ Coalition. Shout out to the president, DJ J.U. Ice. Shout out to the big homie. He called in about, 2 weeks ago? We called 2 weeks ago when we were talking about the Wu-Tang rolling papers, right? We could called in about 2 weeks ago.
I'll have some of those Wu-Tang rolling papers probably the next couple days.
Cash and I are the New England sales representatives of New England Rolling Papers, officially from Wu-Tang Management. You know what I mean? We're rocking out with that. So we'll have the rolling papers. They're 100% organic. They have hemp quotes on them, right? 100% hemp. They don't got that crazy wax they be putting on it, and they are straight real deal.
Do they bleach the other rolling papers to make them white?
Some of them, yeah, they bleach, yeah. Anything white is not good for our system, and I'm sorry, white people. I don't mean that in that way. I just meant that in a scientific standpoint. Remember we talked about this before. I read that book and it fucked my whole life up.
Yeah.
Nutricide.
Lucicide?
Yeah, Lucicide. Yeah, anything white is bleach. It's no good for it. It doesn't break.
Not every
Right,
everything.
well, people of color, it doesn't. What happens is that people of color, especially, it doesn't break down in our systems as well. Just like alcohol doesn't break down in Native Americans as well as does other people. So when you take like sugar,
Native Americans are known for being alcoholics, right?
well, because they're more susceptible to it because the alcohol doesn't break down in their systems.
Not all of them, obviously, but I'm just saying, like,
It's easier for you to become an alcoholic as a Native American because
right.
the alcohol doesn't break down as much in your system.
I think that was true. I thought that was bullshit.
No, it's very true. I used to live on an Indian reservation for a little while, and it's pretty rampant. It's pretty bad.
I wonder why that is.
Well,
But
why?
Because of the bleach boat.
What, the bleach or the alcohol part? Which one are we talking about?
I'm just saying, period, is why Native American alcohol.
Well, because I think that it's just not. I think the things that the creation of alcohol and stuff like that is just not. It's just not part of their system. It's not a breakdown. Just like why are black people susceptible to sickle cell anemia? You know what I'm saying? Different genetics and different things allow us to be. So back to the bleach thing. Anybody, but specifically people of color with melanin, anything bleached, like bleached bread, bleached sugar, things of that nature, your body doesn't process it properly, and the breakdown isn't correct, and it fucks with your whole system.
People of non-color easier to digest it.
White people systems break it down better, but it's still not healthy.
Oh, I know that. But
It's less.
So you have to have. So you can have kind of break it down.
I can eat like a little bit of white sugar, a little bit of brown sugar because I'm mixed. If you wanted to point that out, my non-Afro have an American friend. Yes, Count Blackula over here. So
actually, Blackula was on earlier.
Blackula.
On TV and shit.
What about the best?
Terrible.
First of all, the best vampire ever was Black. All right, Vampire in Brooklyn was the best fucking vampire movie. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. What about Eddie Murphy played the Italian dude and he shot the cat? He was fucking coming for me. How about when he was the priest? He said, what about John over there? The other day he got him a $2 whore. And then his wife hit him. He goes, you can push a $2 whore all the way. He said, evil is good. And booty is good. Now, if you get some ass, he said, if you get some evil ass. Vampire in Brooklyn was fucking. Was it Kadeem Hardison? Yeah. Right? Was the
I
zombie?
ain't seen that happy in a while. That must be one of your favorite flicks.
Oh, I fucking love that movie. Vampire in Brooklyn is such an awesome.
It's one of those movies that's so dumb it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those movies when you watch it, you're like, man, this movie fucking sucks. But when it's not on, you're like, damn, I want to watch Vampire in Brooklyn. Yeah. You put it on, like, this shit sucks. And you ain't watching, like, I want to put on Vampire in Brooklyn.
So before so we're gonna do a little conversation, then we'll go to the video, and then we're gonna bring our guest up.
Ain't that how we always do it?
I'm just making sure. All right, so let's do my person in history. I was trying to do this 2 weeks ago. I didn't do this. So each week from now on, I'm gonna do a person in history. Next week it'll be somebody of African American culture.
It's fucking Black History Month.
It is Black History Month.
Skip this week.
There is Black History Month. Well, because the one that I have saved is on my phone. I can't get to it. But there was one. That I wanted
another
to.
black guy. He reads a bunch of them.
I thought there was only one important black man. His name was Obama. What are you talking about?
I thought his name was
America.
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King. Well, they were acting like Martin Luther King got elected when Obama got elected. But let's not go there. I don't want to get shot. So. Let's talk about a person. Every week we're going to talk about a person in history. I promise for the rest of the month it will be somebody of African American descent. So I wanted to bring up somebody interested in history. Do you know who was the most considered the most? We talked about this behind the scenes a little bit. The most successful pirate of all time.
Blackbeard.
Captain Hook.
I don't know if Captain Hook was real.
He might be most popular.
Apparently,
but technically he was the most famous.
Because Malty said Captain Hook. He said Blackbeard because I had black in it. I see where this is going, guys. Yeah. I see where this is going. We have any Latinos in the building?
Blackbeard.
Was it a Spaniard? No.
It was definitely a Blackbeard.
Captain Hook.
Captain Hook. Captain Hook. I know. It was that Spanish with fucking, what's his name? Tracy Morgan.
Oh, yeah. I ain't go down
there. Kirk. I ain't gonna go down there. So, I wanted to talk about Ching Shi.
He's an Asian pilot?
It's a female.
She was an Asian pilot?
The most famous, not most famous, considered by historians to be the most successful pirate was Ching Shi.
Yep.
You heard that, Mo? Ching Shi was the most successful pirate of all time by historians. Asian? It was a female, and she was Asian. Her last name was Ching. Her first name was Shi. The Asians unlike Westerners who put me before we, put we before me, so their last names are first. So Xing was her family name. Her first name was Shi. So check this out. She started her career before becoming the most successful pirate. Now this is like multiple, not just Asian, multiple historians.
I thought pirates was gay.
Well, some of them were. I mean, but she proves they weren't all gay. You know why?
She wasn't a lesbo?
She got her start on a floating brothel. Let that sink in for a minute. Yeah, floating brothel.
Oh, they had those back then?
Yes.
Damn.
It was a boat full of hoes. You pull up. You give your gold coins. You get your shit off, and then you go search for the gold.
You get your gold coins.
You know?
I have 3 gold.
I think we just coined a phrase.
I got 3 gold coins. I want 2 horses, a parrot, and a bottle of whiskey.
So I got 3 gold coins. Let me see what that mouth do.
Here's 3 gold coins. Release the Kraken. So she started her career off as a prostitute in a floating brothel. She was very intelligent, and what she did was she ended up. One of her regular customers was a very prominent Asian pirate during those days. He had a fleet of ships with him. So what she did was she politically placed herself in his confidence. So like he would like need things done, like all right, I need to find this guy, I need to find this. And it was harder for a guy. And we all know, right, that men tell women things, pillow talk, that they wouldn't tell another man. So she used it to gain political power and then positioned herself to marry said famous pirate at the time. He's not even a footnote in history books as much compared to her now, but he was the man at the time. She married him, and then when he died, she assumed possession of him. When he died,
what you mean she assumed? What's that mean?
She married him.
Yeah.
And then when he died, she took over his fleet. They called it the Red Flag Fleet, and they had over 40, 50 ships under their This chick, if you was like talking shit to her, or you had a problem with her, she gives out the bird call, 40 ships full of motherfuckers are showing up.
40?
40 to 50 ships, bro.
50?
She had a fleet of people that followed her every whim. And at the time, because women were looked at as not as important as men, she had a first mate and she made him as the honorary captain, but she was really running shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that she rose to power from that. Like the whole point of me bringing this up is that you don't have to stay at your station in life. You can grow from anywhere. You could be
Cardi B. She did the same thing.
Cardi B. I wouldn't put Cardi B in the same category as her.
Why not? She's a prostitute. She's a stripper.
If she gives the bird call, 40 dudes will probably show up.
Yeah, she was a stripper.
Just saying.
She was a stripper.
Just saying. Yeah.
And she's the shit right now.
So check this out. At times, the time she called for a male leader, so she named her second as the official captain. She set up a strict code of rules that later served as military advisor to Shinik Zhu, who was very famous for battling the British. So she was the most successful pirate of all fucking time. And then when the British started to invade in Asia,
what's a successful pirate? What does that mean? What does that entail?
she had the most people working for her. She made the most gold and had the most ships.
Was they robbing niggas though?
Oh yeah, they was robbing niggas left and right. Robbing niggas left and right. The only difference between a pirate and a buccaneer was a marquis.
A buccaneer?
Alright, he's robbing shit, you're robbing shit.
Yeah, but
you're a fucking hero, he's a fucking villain. You know the difference? You have a marquis. A marquis is a letter from a government saying you have permission to do this. Yeah, just like today. You fucking soldier, you go and you kill a bunch of kids, you're a fucking hero. But if I kill a motherfucker trying to shoot my head off on the block down the street, I'm a murderer. I'm a vicious gang member. Yeah, so the marquis was the only thing that separated a buccaneer from a pirate. So she was the most successful pirate. So to end it off, she started off her as a young teen in a floating brothel, and she died at 69 years old with her own money.
69?
69 with her own money. With her own money in her own bed.
Her own bed?
Own bed. Meaning that she wasn't in nobody else's bed. She was running her own shit. She wasn't nobody's whore.
She got tired of fucking after all that.
How many? You can only take so many dicks. How many dicks can you take? You know what I mean? It's not limitless. You know? There's a life expectancy like a tire. You're gonna wear it out. I'm sorry, Beth. I don't mean to offend you. I'm just saying. So
where we go from here now?
In history, Xing Shi was the most successful pirate, and that's how she came in our history. I don't believe it.
Just like most of your alternative facts, I'm not.
No, it was on Google.
You Googled it?
No, it was on Google. It was on Google. You know how they have the little
Oh, that makes it real.
It's just a place.
No.
This is a place that people go to hang out who don't know shit.
No, if you guys...
That's where a bunch of people go to don't know
study
shit.
Google, there's
Google?
The
What
top
the
part,
fuck?
where you put... Now listen, you know the picture they always have on the top part of the thing?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes when you press that, it's a famous person. Guess who they had? Her.
Really?
Yeah, it was like last week.
Oh, I had this written down for a couple of weeks. I didn't realize that. So that's the only reason why you think it's true?
It was on there.
How about...
I don't believe
how about
everything.
This? Screw you and Google. How about that? All right.
Next time, make sure.
Yeah, well, you totally
right.
missed the.
We only get 28 days. Next time, make sure it's a black person. All right.
All right. So let me go into some couple not be facts
Well, I
then.
know that we're
Couple
going
not
to
be
do that
facts?
now. I'll bring in my own list.
Yeah.
All right.
Because this guy right here, I don't know what he be doing.
Yeah.
We did this one right here.
The last time we said, I got some facts for you. This nigga said, did you know dragonflies? That's the first thing came out.
No. I said female dragonflies pretend to be dead to avoid having sex by pesky male dragonflies. That's what I
the
said.
worst fact ever.
Well, if you only live for 15 minutes.
You could have kept that shit to yourself.
So we already went over this, but let's go back over this one since we have a musical guest with music. So the one that listening to music decreases anxiety and boosts immunity. This goes back to
How
what
about
we
we
saying
talk about 21 Savage? How about that?
Yeah, but don't
So
forget.
let's talk about 21
I had this argument with someone who loves thrash metal. And
that?
he didn't believe that the plants died. The ones that
You
were in
were-
the
you were
box
trying
with
to
the
hear
thrash
it.
metal.
It's a proven fucking fact. It was a scientific study.
Ralph,
Is he watching? Are you watching
Ralph,
right now?
are you there?
Ralph, are you watching, Ralph? It's a proven fucking scientific study they did.
Yo,
you can look it
can't-
up.
Bro, you can't argue with him because you can't hear him. You can't argue back, so you're going to win.
What do you mean? People talk shit about dead people
Shut
all
up.
the time. I can't talk to a motherfucker on the internet.
About who?
Fuck,
Talks about
fuck
who?
him.
I'm
trash
lucky
metal.
that 89.
Hey Ralph,
89.
hey, Ralph, how about this? Fuck you and thrash metal. No,
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding,
Yeah,
Ralph.
but he loves the.
No, I'm just kidding, Ralph. I'm just kidding.
Now he loves the
You love-
reggae,
you love
reggae
that-
thrash.
I did, it was
metal.
awesome.
You guys know this reggae thrash metal? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's very fascinating. We're talking about 21 Savage now.
This guy wants to narrate the whole thing.
Yeah, he just.
If he can't get in the
That's okay.
conversation, he wants to go, these dragonflies, they can't get it, telling you.
So what about 21 Savage though?
He got deported.
I didn't know he was born in the UK.
Nobody did. The nigga lied. That nigga lied like a motherfucker.
I thought he was from the A.
That's what he said too. Everybody did.
But he's been here most of his life, right?
For like 12 years, I think he said. Or he came here in 2012.
Is that why I can't understand that motherfucker when he raps?
No, that's because he's being retarded. But ain't got to do with the UK because we listen to UK music.
I'm just making a joke. I know that.
It
You have to
wasn't
tell
funny
everybody.
because no one laughed.
How do you know? How do you know what everybody on the other side of the screen is doing right now?
In the
Ralph
studio-
is laughing
in the
right
studio,
now.
it's
He's
crickets.
like, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker, but he is funny.
Crickets.
That's what Ralph is saying right now. He's like, that motherfucker's funny, but I'm gonna kill that
That's
motherfucker.
not what he said.
How do you know? You don't even know Ralph.
You
How
don't
the fuck
either.
are you gonna speak for
You
Ralph?
just told me what he said too.
I was assuming.
And I told you that's not.
Ralph, put a heart emoji if that's what you said. So back to 21 Savage. So
Yeah.
he been there since he was 2.
No. He was older now when he came here. I want to say he was like 8 or some shit
Isn't
like
his
that.
father like a prominent doctor or something like
Yeah,
that?
father's a doctor in the UK.
I thought 21 was like some like real gutter type of street, like
That's what he said.
broke
man.
type of street
That's
kind of
what
blood
he-
dude or something like that.
That's what he said, man.
But then again, just because your family has money doesn't mean that you don't choose a different path.
No, it's not. But that's the thing.
know what I
Though.
mean?
The thing is, like, if you sit there and lied about where you're from and never brought up being from the UK and all this other shit, how can we believe anything else you got to say?
Well, but
You know
maybe
what I
he
mean?
did it because he didn't want to get deported. Look what the fuck happened.
She should have his fucking visa right. But
Somebody
listen,
said, give him back.
But
How did
explain
he
that.
get in without a visa?
He had a visa, it expired. But he's touring around the world.
Somebody
How is he touring around the
said,
world?
keep 21 Savage and give us back Slick Rick.
We got give us back Slick Rick.
Give us back Slick Rick.
Slick Rick, he was here. I was actually watching.
And MF Doom. I know MF Doom was born in the UK.
Is it? Was he?
I don't know. Somebody said MF Doom and Slick Rick. I know Slick Rick is from the UK.
I don't. Yes, I know Slick Rick was definitely from the UK, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I don't
definitely,
know
he has
about
the
MF
accent.
I don't know about MF Doom. MF Doom was a part of
MF Doom was.
Force MDs, Force MDs, what's it called?
Force MDs or whatever?
Something like.
I think so, yeah.
That dude to sing Peach Fuzz, the old song.
How's that going?
MF Doom was part of that group.
You sang that very well.
This guy, you're gonna give me some bedroom eyes while you sing that very well.
That's on camera.
This guy, man.
Ralph, come get your boy.
I'm about to get a barrier right here instead of between this guy.
One of them Chinese burials for Xing Xing Xi. From the floating brothel. Put it right there. So he was deported. But why? What was the straw that broke the camel's back that brought it out that got him deported? Because something had to happen.
But first of all, I read a report.
It wasn't like he blew up and got deported. He's been around for a while now.
I read a report that said that he applied for a visa and not too long ago, applied to renew his visa or whatever, and that might have triggered it. But then I read a report today that he got arrested while he was driving with somebody else, and they had a gun in the glove box.
Well, you can get.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Sometimes when you get a charge, depending on the level of charge, they contact ICE, right? La Migra, if you're Spanish. They look into it, and sometimes they don't. Like even I'm an American citizen, and even if I was full Puerto Rican, I'm still an American citizen. And when I had to go before the judge, every time you go before a judge now, well, at least here in Rhode Island,
they say the same shit.
Like, I gotta let you know if there's any deportation holds and ICE and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I'm Puerto Rican, so even if I wasn't.
They say that if you're born in Rhode Island, they'll still say that shit.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. They have to say it because it's legality. It's a legality issue. You know what I mean? Shout out to Johnny Juice from the legendary Public Enemy tuned in.
One day I was at court.
What up, big homie?
I was at court. I was handcuffed to the Spanish dude, right? And then I went, whatever. He went, and they was like, yeah, you got bail. This bail was mad cheap, like whatever, $100 or whatever. And it was like, but you're being held by immigration. He said, I was born in the Bronx. Oh yeah, that's the first thing.
You said that.
Fucking fell out, man. They really held him. He was like, oh, that matter's not for me. They really held him for immigration. He was born in the Bronx.
Yeah, they really will do that. And the reason is because they've accidentally let people out. Shout out to one of my favorite MCs, Hellraiser, from the most legendary group to me, Sons of Man. It's my favorite group, Sons of Man. Hellraiser's tuned in. Got Johnny Juice tuned in from Public Enemy. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, so the Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, hired a lawyer for him and stuff like that, trying to get him out and all type of shit. Yeah,
so he so
now Chris Brown and motherfucking what's his name? Cardi B, Offset, they're fighting over 21 tweets. Like Offset, I don't know what Offset said. He must have said something about 21. That was.
They be acting like teenagers though. Why do famous people always act like teenagers? They be getting in their feelings over the stupidest shit. And they always, it's like why is it that there's so many and I'm not saying nobody does this, but why do so many famous people keep their mouth shut when the real shit's popping off? But when the dumb shit, and I'm not saying 21 Savage being deported, I'm just talking about the things that they choose to argue about sometimes. It's like, what the fuck? Like, we've got real shit going on. What about all those girls and shit that went missing recently? Was it in Chicago? What about all the 146 child sex traffickers they caught during the Super Bowl? How many sex trafficking goes up during this? Everybody's, Super Bowl, Patriots. Meanwhile, all these kids are getting fucked. But nobody says anything about this shit. But they argue about other shit. Like, no one can tell somebody what to argue. I just feel like if you got a platform, I just think sometimes you shouldn't sound like a bunch of fucking 16-year-olds arguing. Right. That's all I'm saying. It's just fucking crazy.
What's really important.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy to me. Yeah, man, it's fucking bananas. It's all about
entertainment at the end of the day. And some of that shit, you know, it's hard work battling those views, you know, battling those not views, but you know, those things that go in the world. Like, they really.
Well, at the same time, they're under pressure too. But like, I feel like
it's easier to tweet about 21 Savage than go out there and actually come back. Yeah. You know.
Well, what I'm saying is this too. There's the other side of the coin. I feel like as a person of color, I feel like I have a platform, regardless if it's 2 people or 2 million. I feel like it's my duty to discuss things of importance to my people. That's why I shared the thing about Puerto Rico and the pill. A lot of people don't know that the birth control pill was first tested in Boston, and then on my people, mi gente, in Puerto Rico, it was used on them, and there was all these crazy side effects. But the reason why I do that is because I feel like it's my duty. But here's the other side of the coin. Everybody that's of color specifically, and I say this of color because we put the pressure on them. Anytime somebody of color gets to a position of power, there's always that group of people, the conscious woke group, whatever the fuck you want to call them, that automatically makes them feel like they're obligated to be like this, like righteous, pro-black or revolutionary or whatever. But that's not really the case, though. Just because you're rich or whatever, it doesn't. I think it's individual.
It's not everybody, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying though, there's the other side of the coin, because whenever like people constantly criticize Michael Jordan, right?
I was about to bring up Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? They used him like he want to protect his brand. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Jordan. good at protection. Like he does a lot of stuff behind the scenes. He don't come out and say what he does because he has a brand and they want to protect it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And when you do controversial stuff, it turns some people away. You know what I mean? And
it does. These guys you have to be careful with your brand.
And these guys are all about the bottom line at the end of the day. And that's all they really care about.
I mean, it depends on if you're a community speaker or if you're trying to build finance. Because political opinions and rocking the boat is not good for finance. You know
of course,
what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's not. It's like
nobody's all one way on these things.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
So
I agree.
And people take that shit seriously.
Well, how do you feel about the whole thing? Like people criticize. Whether it's true or not true, people criticize Jordan because so many young black men specifically have died, right, over Jordans, right? And then people say that a lot of Jordan has a lot of money in privatized prisons. How do you feel about that?
Well, the privatized...
As you have a Chicago Bulls hat on, which is part of his legacy.
The privatized prison thing is not real. There's another Michael Jordan who's a white guy who has money in prisons. Not that Michael Jordan. So that was one of the things
telephone game.
That was one of the things that the internet blew up and made into something that wasn't really true. You know what I'm saying?
Internet does that all the time. It plays the telephone game, and a lot of people share shit without even doing research.
Yeah, of course.
People will see.
Most of them do.
They'll see Michael Jordan fucks a midget, and they'll repost it and not even read the article to see that it's a fake news thing.
Exactly.
Onion News or whatever that thing is.
Or they'll post something like this person died and he died like fucking 3 years ago. And
like everybody's posting that Craig Mack just died. Like,
he died.
Bruv. Craig Mack been dead, bro.
Believe none of what you hear. And
Craig Mack been dead, bro.
But the thing with the Jordans, like people been killing each other for Jordans is like 85 and shit. You know, like
Death over designer.
Yeah, and then all you had to really do is come on and be like, yo, they're not that serious. You know what I mean? You don't need to be killing each other over it. And it would stop a lot of it. You know what I mean? But he never did that. He never came on and just people been getting killed for Jordans for a long time, bro.
I mean, but can someone control what people do with the products that they create? We create like as creators,
you can't,
right?
but you can go out there and say it's not worth it.
What would it have mattered though?
It would have mattered to some people, I think.
You think that if Jordan would have publicly came out and said that he had an issue with that,
or make more sneakers, don't make them so don't make them so not expensive. Don't make them so what's the word? Exclusive.
Elite.
Because they only make a certain amount of each pair when they come out. You know what I mean? So that's why there's a long line of people in the line fighting, people in the line getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? All type of shit.
But the bottom line is the almighty dollar, though, right?
I mean, yeah. If he made more of them, obviously they wouldn't be that exclusive, and they wouldn't be going for the prices they'd be going for. But at the same time, we wouldn't be killing each other for them either. So, I mean,
I personally feel that
if you had a sneaker and people was killing
I come out and say something about it.
Right,
but that's me though.
That's all you can do.
Me, though. I'm not a multi-millionaire. I'm not someone that bases my life on.
But I don't think it would hurt his sales. It wouldn't hurt his sales if he came out and be like, "Yo, they're gonna still sell them."
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that you compared it to me, right? But I'm a person that makes my money how I make it. But my life is not based on the dollar amount I have in my pocket. My life is based on
he's a billionaire,
my friends, the things that I have,
Michael Jordan made more money off his sneakers last year than he made his whole basketball career.
But what I'm saying is
1 year of sneakers.
Yeah.
1 year.
But what I'm saying is you're talking about somebody that what he does is based on finance.
It's over though, man. You're a fucking billionaire. What else? You know?
The ones that have the most money want it the more.
Yeah, well,
Who's the greediest people? Yeah. Oil tycoons, pharmaceutical companies. People that fucking got all the money are still killing people left and right. The drug dealer with the $100,000 is the one putting the fentanyl in the shit. You know what I'm saying? The ones with the most money are the ones that are doing the most wickedest shit because it becomes.
But he's not the one killing people though. He's not doing it directly.
No,
the fucking leather in his product is not killing people.
That's why I said I don't really feel like it would have made much of a difference if he would have came out and said it.
Even if it didn't, he still should have did it.
I agree with that. That we can agree on.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to a video. We'll be back with Maul G, GSD.
Uh-huh.
Stay tuned in. We'll be back.